This is Splinter Sports Talk, and I'm Tom. Listen, we got a lot of fantasy, funky, freaky people out there that just love fantasy football. I'm not sure about some of you guys. Are you fantasizing about your team doing good? Are you fantasizing about beautiful women? I'm not positive about you guys. But listen, you know what? I love fantasy sports. And football is my favorite, and I have won some championships along the way. So listen, follow my channel and let's talk some sports. Hey, all you fantasy freaks. Listen, today we're going to talk about running backs. Before I get started, my unofficial sponsor for today is Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew. Anyways, fantasy football running backs. Who are you going to draft? Who are you going to take? What guy is going to help your team be more successful? You know, the running backs I'm going to discuss here, these are my opinion. You're going to see running backs in magazines and on TV and on the internet, whatever sources you use, you're going to see running backs, and they might be in a different order than what I have. But specifically, I look at these guys, what team did they go to? What about their injuries? What kind of offense are they in? Some guys have changed teams to their benefit and some haven't. So, this is just going to be my opinion. You draft who you feel you want to. Some stats here. Last year there was only 8 1,000-yard rushers. 8. All right. There was 14 running backs with 8 TDs or more. All right, 15 running backs with 10 TDs or more, but that's including rushing and receiving. Receiving for guys that caught over 50 passes, there was only 8. So running backs are important, but you better get these guys that I'm going to mention before the 9th round. If you don't get these guys before the 9th round, you're not going to have a shot at any of them, okay? I've looked at many draft boards already, and most every player I'm going to name here is gone by the 7th or the 8th round. So, obviously you want to get 1, 2, 3 good running backs on your team. You look at this whole thing with fantasy, and you're talking there's maybe 15 quality running backs, 40 quality wide receivers, 10 quarterbacks, 5 tight ends. And when you do the math on that and you divide that up in a 10 or a 12 team league, that means the potential for you is to only get 5 of these prime players that I'm mentioning, with quarterbacks, running backs, tight ends, wide receivers. That's your potential to get 5 unless one of the other teams falters and drafts players he shouldn't be drafting. So, anyways, now, my favorite running back of all time was Barry Sanders. I wish that I could have had him on a fantasy team. The guy was great. He was a machine. But anyways, my number one guy this year that you should be looking at is Mccaffrey. I love Mccaffrey. I hope I could get him on my team. I haven't been able to yet, and I probably won't. This guy has, with teams that I've won championships, he was one of my running backs. Love him. I hope that he keeps having a great season just like he always has. He's fun to watch. Next guy, Cook from Minnesota. I love that guy too. He's my number 2. He might not be that high in other people's, but when he's healthy, this guy puts up the numbers. And, you can't take that away from him. Number 3, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, another great running back. When Tennessee's winning and they give him the ball, he's going to tear it up. When they're losing, you may not get as many points from him, but he's got monster games, and then he's got some other games that aren't so big, but you can't take any. Derrick Henry's been on fire these last couple years. Now, my couple changes here is Kamara. I have him at number 4. Now, a lot of them, I'm seeing him on other stuff, and it's 2-tier running back, or, take him 6th or 7th. I have him number 4. I think they're going to really have to lean on him on that offense. So I just think Kamara is going to get a little bit of work this year. I hope that he can stay healthy. Number 5 for me, I'm moving this guy up, is Chubb. Chubb got a new contract. When he's healthy, he runs hard. I like this guy, so I've moved him up to number 5. Number 6 is Ezekiel Elliott. I like him from Dallas. Again, I think Dallas is going to come out. The offense is going to be on fire. They got something to prove. They haven't been playing like America's team. So I think Elliott's going to come out and he's going to be ready to go this year. Another guy I really like, and I've had him on teams that I've won before, Austin Eckler. I like Austin Eckler at my number 7. I think he's going to have a great season again as long as he stays healthy. Now, these next 2 guys, I won't take them, but I have them at 8 and 9. Barkley I have at number 8, but is he even going to start the first game of the season? Do I want to waste a draft pick on that guy, especially in the first, second round? I'm not going to do that. Next guy here, Jonathan Taylor. I like him. I'm not saying I wouldn't draft him, but Barkley definitely not. Jonathan Taylor, I have him at number 9. Number 10, I have Jones from Green Bay. Number 11, Antonio Gibson from Washington. I think both Jones and Gibson are going to have good seasons. Green Bay really counts on Jones, just like Washington on Gibson. So I think they're both going to have great seasons. Another guy that a lot of people have been discussing, but I have him 12th, is Mixon. Joe Mixon from Cincinnati. As long as he stays healthy, he's going to put up some numbers there. 13, I have Miles Sanders from Philadelphia. I think Miles Sanders will have a good season. Now, I have a rookie in here at number 14, Najee Harris. I don't know. I put him in there because I think Pittsburgh's going to run him. I think they're going to use him a lot, so they're going to put him to use. So I have a feeling I put him at 14. Number 15 is a guy I've always liked in fantasy, Kareem Hunt. He's always done me well. He's not that high in a lot of other people's boards, but he is on mine. Some other guys to kind of keep your eyes open for. Chase Edmonds, Chris Carson, Josh Jacobs from the Raiders. He had a great season last year, but if you notice when the Raiders got behind, they didn't use Jacobs a lot. So that's why he's not as high now. So hopefully Jacobs, and he'll get a chance to play a little bit more. Another guy that I've really been high on, but they just don't use him as much as I think they should, is J.K. Dobbins. I think that Baltimore should use this guy a lot more. Last year he had the most yards as far as per carry. He averaged 6 yards per carry. You know, the guy's a good player. I mean, I think Baltimore should be using him a lot more than they do. And then rounding out that is Mike Davis. He's over at Atlanta this year. Last year he caught over 50 balls. I think he had, 800-900 yards rushing. I suspect this guy's going to have a good season again. So, listen, when you're looking at all this, patience is a big key. You get into that first, second, third round, and you see all these guys flying off the board. Take that extra second, look at your notes, and, make a good determination of who you want to take before you just start blurting names out or typing them into your computer. And again, like I said, you're only going to have a chance if you're in a bigger league to maybe get 5 or 10 of the 5 of the best players. So, anyways, now listen now. Please, next episode here, we're going to be talking some more fantasy football, maybe some defenses, some drafting strategies. Also, we're probably going to do one of my really good leagues that I'm in. We're going to put that on the first or second round. We'll do it live on here. So, anyways, keep watching the episodes. Please give me a like and also follow our channel. And you know what? I'll catch you on the next episode. Have a great fantasy season and a great draft.